Hey guys, so it's been a while since I last recorded a Diablo 3 video, so I thought it would be just about time right now. Okay, I'm just trying out a fun build right now. This video is also the beginning of a new formula for me. Um, I'm no longer really, uh, with most of my other videos, I just often focus on an objective when playing. Now I'm just kind of like, just chilling around, just want to talk, just want to have a little good time, and all that. So yeah, that's what's different today. And also, I thought that, hey, most of you guys probably gave up on Diablo quite a long time ago. Because, I mean, it's not really the best game out there, you know. So I can totally understand if you gave up on it a long time ago. And so did I. I mean, this game cannot even be compared to Diablo 2. In some ways, I think it has a lot of potential, which is basically what I'm going to talk about today, actually. Um, the coming changes to Diablo 3. Since, as I said, I don't think you've been checking it out. You probably haven't. So, to begin with, there's a patch on the public test realm right now. And that patch called 1.08 includes a few quite great changes actually. One of the changes that is coming is finally an identify all option. So you will be able to identify all your items at once. Oh shit. Okay, Q is the button for that. Okay, that's not how you're supposed to go in. And it was lagging way too much there anyway, so I was like, Anyway, so yeah, Identify All is finally coming. Thank God for that. I've been waiting for that for way too long. And I think that I'm gonna go with multi-shot here instead. Okay, that's it has a reduced cost. That's better, I guess. Bola shot is actually, I like it better. Thunderball, let's go for that. One of the other changes that is coming is that it will have quite a few social improvements. For example, you will now be able to tag your games. As in that you will kind of be able to, like when you put up a video on YouTube, if you ever have done that, when people search for videos, certain words will make them find your videos. And it's the same thing with Diablo 2, Diablo 3, the new patch, but at the same time it's a bit different because it's gonna be a very limited amount of tags available. I think the tags were questing, PvP, can't remember if there was a trading one. Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter that much, but that's one of the many changes that's coming, which is great in my opinion. Oops, accidentally picked that up. What did they say more? They said that a new thing would be also the fact that when you go into multiplayer games, you will gain more higher gold and experience, higher gold find and experience rate. And that will stack on top of the 300% item find, magic find, whatever it's called. You can actually get above the 300% now. So that is pretty damn awesome, to be honest. They will make playing with others more fun and solo farming less efficient. That's what they're aiming for anyway, so let's hope that that will be the case. There There's also a few other quality of life changes, such as that you will be able to view your... Okay, never mind, I can't really remember what that was about, but you will be able to... It will automatically compare items when you're viewing them in the auction house to the last played character, I think, and stuff like that, so you don't have to compare it yourself and like tab around and all that shit. And a couple of other changes that I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But they were good changes. Also a few bug fixes with achievements, as well as improvements to characters. I mean, some skills were buffed, etc, etc. So yeah.
Your fear betrays you.
And also, the most exciting part about what's coming to Diablo 3 in the future is actually, it was something that I expected to come in 1.08. It sounded like they had been working on it for a while. It's actually an itemization update. And I mean, that's definitely needed. I think that's the most important part in all of Diablo right now. Like, the items, they're shit, to be honest. There's not very many affixes. There's not really many different or unique ways of playing. It's all about DPS, and I'm not saying that that's totally wrong, but it's just not. It's not even funny, to be honest. How bad the itemization is. And so that's one of the things that they are improving or planning to improve in the future. And I can say one of the few changes that they're gonna make, or one of the many changes, is that you will now be able to, for example, a Lyrics Signet, that is a level 17 ring at the moment. You will be able to find an item level 63 version of that. So if you like those low level items better than the high level, but just can't use them because of how bad they are, that's gonna change. They will make sure that the item that drops will have the item level of the same level as the level of the monster you killed. And I mean, when you play on monster power, all monsters are item level 63. I mean, all monsters are level 63. Sorry, I'm a bit messy in my head today. But anyway, yeah. And also, as I was speaking here, I just remembered another great change that is coming to Diablo 3 in 1.08 is that they have raised the monster density in Act 1, 2 and 4 on Inferno, which means that you will no longer just be farming Act 3, which basically, I don't know if anyone farmed the other acts. Act 3 was by far the most popular and by far the most efficient. So they raised the monster density in Act 1, 2 and 4. But anyway. And also, they will reduce the amount of rares that drops. And maybe they will, you will go like, what the fuck? Why would they do that? But the thing is that they are gonna make every single rare drop more powerful, instead of having 1,000 drops that are useless. So that makes sense, right? So, and that's the same goes for legendary items. So I think that's a pretty good change as well. What were they gonna do more? They were gonna make legendaries more unique. They were gonna add new affixes to the game. For example, there will be items, or I'm not gonna say there will be items. this is just a few examples that they mentioned in their blog updates. They were talking about, for example, a voodoo mask for a witch doctor that increased the pet's damage, which of course would not, if you had that kind of build, you would no longer be focusing on your own damage, but rather on the pets, which is a new playstyle. So that's a great way. Also, the wizard was gonna get something that basically... Oh, wrong buttons. Was gonna get something that made it possible for you to have 2 hiders at once, which would also be great. And let me think.
Not enough hatred.
No, you don't hate enough. You're not evil enough, my demon hunter. They were also going to add something that made you ethereal for a little while. Made it possible for you to run through things. But there were examples for the other classes as well. I just can't remember them right now, so yeah. But I think that all of these itemization changes... By the way, the changes that comes to Legendaries also applies to the set items. So, for example, you will be able to have, like, Kane's set, which I can't remember the level of it anymore because it was so long since I saw it. But I know that it's not high level, and you will be able to have it on item level 63 now. It's really... It's a great set for farming, I think, if I remember correctly. So that's a great change. They're really trying with these changes to move away from the dependency that most players have on the auction house for good items. Most players will want to go out and farm instead. That's their main focus. They don't want to remove the auction house due to that. I agree with them on that, actually. They would probably... There would be a lot of mad people who actually enjoyed the auction house. And I mean, when you put something in the game, then you shouldn't remove it, no matter how bad it is. Try to make it better, but please don't remove it. I don't know why. That is just my philosophy when it comes to games. Well, of course, if it's game breaking, you should definitely remove it. But I'm not sure if this qualifies as game breaking, even though some may argue that it does. I actually had a suggestion for removing the auction house, or a way of fixing it, and it was to... I wanted them to add like a little trading area. You would like create games with the tag trading. Then you would be spawned in a little trading area somewhere, like a marketplace or something like that. And there you would be able to trade with each other. You would actually be able to negotiate with the sellers, unlike the auction house, where you just basically have to pay the price or shut the fuck up, basically. And maybe even like it would be another place to show off your gear and actually be more... It would be a more social way. I mean, auction house, it just feels so much like modern society. It's like shut off from each other. One of the most important things about a game like this is the interaction between people, I think, and that's basically, well, it's almost in all games, except for the really good single-player RPGs. But anyway, so I think that would be a great change. Maybe even add in voice chat functions in that. Like, for example, you would be able to add someone to your party and then voice chat with your party for even better communication. And also, of course, this trading area would require for more players to be able to join the game than in a usual game. So more than 4 players it is, right? God, it was so long since I played this game. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. What do you think of that? Would you like to see that in the game? Why don't you leave a comment? If you do. Okay, I'm gonna find that. What's he called? I can't even remember. He's called something. I'm sure he has a name for some reason. He's a stinky boss. He really stinks. That's all I have to say. Wow. Seriously. What's up? Chill. Just go down already. Just die. Thank you. Okay. I want to have a level 60 demon hunter. That would be great actually. But I think that one of the main things that they should be focusing on in this game, besides itemization and the thing that I'm about to mention are the most important things to me. The thing that I want them to improve besides itemization is the randomizing of the maps. I mean, they said like, oh yeah, the maps are completely random, you're gonna get a new experience every goddamn time you go into a new dungeon or whatever. Or even if you go into the same dungeon several times. But they look exactly alike, Blizzard. Exactly alike. So, just shut up with that nonsense, really. What have you been doing for 5 fucking years, or is it more? I don't know. In either case, it basically feels like they've been working on these skill and rune systems for so long that they had forgotten about the rest of the game. Not to mention that the acts are actually kind of short, or at least I think so. It was a huge letdown, especially after seeing that map that they previewed before the game came out. Way before the game came out. They had like a huge map of all the areas. Way more areas than what's actually in the game. And I understand that is because of lore and all that shit. But really, it was a huge disappointment. I was actually expecting something more of a open world Diablo. That's what I thought of, like, oh yeah, this is gonna be like huge. This is gonna be mind-blowing. An open world action RPG, what the fuck? No one has ever seen that before. Or like, not in this perspective. Of course there's games like Skyrim and tons of them. But I am specifically talking about the way that Diablo is set up. Since I don't know if it actually was Diablo, but I know that Diablo must have been basically the creator of action RPGs. The mother game, Diablo 1, which I never really cleared, by the way. But yeah, so I would just like by adding more events to the maps. I mean, there's like, well, what's it like, 15 events in each act, maybe even less. And that's just, that doesn't cut it for me. Really, I just think that it's in so many ways, in terms of actual content that you are up against, both even monster wise as well. I was so disappointed with this game. I guess I'm supposed to go that way. But what do you think, dear watchers? Viewers? Watchers, viewers? Watchers, viewers? Okay, let's head down here, see what we find. Oh, by the way, we're level 3, yeah, okay, so this should not be that big of an area, so I should probably... Okay, I didn't find it here either, then there's probably just one way left to go, right? And that's down there, or actually... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, hey, look at that, a treasure pygmy. I'm not dealing very much damage to him, though. Oh, come on, come on. Edge jacket. Some extra gold, like 4 fucking gold in 3 different piles. Yeah. And also, even though the item, that is very much a factor as well, the items in this game is, you know, you kind of have to think of the fact that the items are pretty random in the way that they can roll stats. But that's about it. With as few affixes as they have in the game currently, that randomization is not really worth a shit. And I don't know, I was just thinking of this right now, like, I don't know if you got me wrong or not, but the drop less items and drop more quality items is directed at rare items, not legendaries, just so you don't get me wrong, because that's important. But yeah, I'm quite excited about the coming changes for this game. I think they actually might make something out of this. But I don't know. So far this game has been quite the disappointment. Okay, here I am. Now I remember his name. It's Grom, I think. Here you go. This is Grom. Is it Grom? Are you Grom? Yeah, you're Gom, not Grom. Is my bow broken or something? No, it's not. Oh. It's not really that tough to deal with. Oh, and by the way, guys, I might as well mention this right now. I have decided, I have set a date for when I'm gonna give you guys the announcement about my project, and it's gonna be May 15. Just so you know that. And hopefully this is quite important to me, so I'm gonna make sure to have a video ready by then. It's gonna be a little bit of a special video in a lot of ways. So yeah. Thank you all. There we go. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I think I'm about done right now. I ended up having kind of an objective anyway, I guess. But I hope you enjoyed nevertheless, and see you guys next time.